It is now.
The only thing I have on this book for the podcast would be the person.
The entire time he's talking, I'm just oh, it's actually recording. That's crazy, dog. That's crazy.
What a fantastic return.
And also, the topic of being toxic.
The best openings.
I hate this.
Trevor's the best part about that is you said the topic of being toxic, and he was just talking about how toxic he was.
Listen,
I
man.
didn't recognize. I wasn't listening to him. Typical.
Hey gang, Future Brandon here, and I just wanted to give a quick heads up about this episode of the podcast. We recorded in a space where there was a lot of echo, and we didn't realize it at the time. And I tried to fix it in post, and some of it was unsalvageable, which was the first 30 minutes of the podcast. I had to delete it entirely. But the rest of it is okay. It only happens in some portions. It's okay. It's not too bad, but I apologize for it anyways. So, yeah, here's us talking about Death Note.
Like, it has a neat concept, but I've never had it explained to me in a way where it's like, damn, I wonder how that would go.
Yeah.
It's just like, damn, okay.
I get the same feeling from watching like the live adaptation thing, but the reason I want to give the anime a chance because, you know, live action adaptations of animes often tend to muddle the story a bit, you know, cut back to talking about the JoJo movie. So that's why I want to give the anime a chance.
Where did that ramp come from?
We don't talk about it.
It came and gone. It was another stand.
That was his Stan's persona. I'm sorry, I'll leave.
Koichi Omido. And then you hear like the glass breaking sound effect and the ramp appears.
Anywho.
What's the shortest anime on that list?
Shortest anime?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's
The
Devil is a Part-Timer.
Really?
Because, well, I don't fucking remember.
I think it would be
Shit,
Cowboy
I also
Bebop.
need to watch Attack on Titan Season 5.
Cowboy Bebop is...
Cowboy Bebop's only like
Short.
26 episodes.
And is it only one season?
Yeah.
Then yeah, I think so. Because I think the Devil's a Part-Timer, I don't think it's a 20-episode anime. I think it's like 12. But I don't know.
It has multiple seasons, I think.
I don't fucking know, man. I watched it in 2015.
I think you might be thinking of a different show. Anywho, I was gonna look... Oh, yeah, fuck. Have I ever taken a picture of...
Little side note while he looks for what he's looking for. I started learning Japanese recently because, yes, I'm that much of a goddamn weeaboo now. Not really. I just like to know a bit of Japanese before I want to go there eventually. Why do I want to go there?
They got cool shit there.
They do have cool
They have
shit
really
there.
cool shit there.
I'm interested in the food and the cheap-ass cool shit they have in stores.
Yeah. I want to go to a Kit Kat factory. That shit's cool. Where you can make your own Kit Kat. Make your own flavors and shit. Badass. Come Kit Kat.
Shut up, man. I was looking at you for a reason.
Grow up.
We should put that photo of old Brandon in the fucking podcast.
Grow up.
I wrote that photo. That's the most, like, that app barely works for a lot of people's faces, but it just completely fucked that one photo, Brandon.
It's really funny.
Old Brandon Pug.
And those glasses are like just glasses I was trying on at the eye doctor.
Have you found what you were looking for yet, Trevor?
No.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's wacky, dog. That's wacky, bro.
It's the fucking list of animes that I recommend.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
PC.
I remember you did have a list.
Damn, you don't make your lists on a...
No.
Google Doc.
Got him.
No, actually, my phone has an app. Well, my old phone had an app called Google Keep, which was, because it was a Google phone, that was just the basic notes app. But it kind of works like Google Docs, but it's more like a notes app and not a documentation app. And yeah, that's how I keep track of all my shit on. Quit fucking fucking looking at me, bro.
You're
You got a
talking.
problem? Listen, I grew up in an abusive home. I can't have people looking at me while I speak because it activates my fight or flight reflexes. I'm about to fucking kill myself. How do you spell?
Hey guys, stop.
Alchemist? Oh, Full Metal Alchemist?
Full Metal Alchemist.
Architecture? Oh,
I
there you
do.
go,
I do
Alchemist.
want to see Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yes, good.
Man,
Yeah,
I'm about to
I've
make
heard
a
it's
whole
really
bunch
good.
of Bleach.
Because they are very different.
I've seen
I
that.
wrote Death Soul. I meant to write Death Note.
Dark Souls!
No.
I've seen that that clip of that dog in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
What the dog
That
doing?
fucked up scene.
Oh, that one.
You know
the
what's so
one where
funny?
Jay Schlatt was speaking Spanish.
Yeah, I love that video.
I don't even remember that. Because that might have been... Okay, here's the thing. I've watched Full Metal Alchemist, not Brotherhood. And they are different. Noticeably different. The characters, for the most part, look the same. Why? Like, why do you think that's okay?
No one would have known about it if you didn't bring it up. I would have forgotten listening to this podcast 2 years from now.
What did
now
he
I'm
do?
probably gonna remember.
What did he do?
Yo, mama!
Now that I peeked on everyone's mics, let's continue our conversation.
What was it? Oh, yeah.
Death Note. I mean, fuck! I meant to say Full Metal
Dark
Alchemist.
Soul.
Brain worms.
Yeah. The Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood are noticeably different, and I never watched Brotherhood. Can't tell you which one's better. I don't remember either to begin with.
How
So,
long
yeah.
ago did you watch it?
Around the same middle school. Let's put it like that.
Damn, a long time ago.
Yeah.
I watched Soul Eater.
Say. You want to know a little known fact about me? I watched My Little Pony in elementary school with my brother.
Hell yeah.
That's kind of epic.
With Alan?
Yeah.
Wholesome 100
Hell
Big Chungus.
Ooh.
What did you just say? Big Chungus is canon now. How do you feel about it? You're just eating Cheetos.
It was always canon, dumbass. What do you mean?
He's canon.
It's always been canon.
What?
It's not an edit. That's an actual cut part from an episode. That means it's canon.
No. He's canon. He's his own character now. He's Big Chungus.
A worst podcast 2021.
Damn, we really just got to
There's no
about Big
cum burger
Chungus.
in this one.
Honestly.
No
Not
story
yet.
to look forward to.
Not yet.
So, God, I want to give my list of fucking animes to recommend. I guess I'll just go off of memory. Joe Biden.
Now we have to. Now we're canceled. We're canceled. We're wanted by the fucking security.
The 2020 election.
No. I know Berserk is on that list.
Oh, that's another thing I need to add to my
1977?
animes to watch. Wait, yeah, what Berserk is the one Nico suggests?
The 1997 Berserk.
That's in my
Anime.
mangas to read list. Which
You-
there's only 2 mangas.
You gotta read the manga.
There's only 2 mangas in my manga to read list. Berserk and Beastars.
You gotta read the manga. Because I watched 2 episodes of the anime so far, and I was like, this is okay. And then I began to read the manga more. And I was like, oh, yes! Griffith.
Man, beat my meat, bro.
We'll have Nico on the podcast, and then we'll talk about Berserk
Yes,
more.
I actually, dude, I love Nico.
I love Nico, too. He's
I
great.
missed him so much while editing the Shadow video. I don't know why. He's a funny guy.
He just brings a nice energy.
interacting with me more? D&D.
Hey, I said we're
baby.
talking about that after the podcast.
All right.
Yeah, yo, mama. Okay. So...
Stop!
We can still... I'm still going to talk about my
No,
Cyberpunk
you
character
can't.
at some point.
No.
But yeah, Berserk is definitely on the list. JoJo, of course.
Of course.
JoJo's 90% of how I became friends with everybody.
Not wrong, ladies and
I'll
gentlemen.
never forget the day when when you just came with me and walked home to my house and you just
Yeah.
talked about JoJo, and then we sat in my room and played Smash Flash 2 on a shitty laptop together.
It was a very interesting day.
Wholesome.
It was a very good day.
I felt awkward as fuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because we didn't know each other that well.
Yeah.
We were just hanging out.
Because I was just walking with him because I wanted to talk to him about stuff. And then I ended up at his house. So, okay, damn.
I was like, You were walking. My house is the opposite direction of his.
Yeah.
Something funny about that is that's kind of how me and Trevor started hanging out in freshman year of high school. Because I knew him from 8th grade. We talked about a few things, and we talked a bit over the summer. And like, cut to freshman year. No, it wasn't freshman because that was actually when I would go to the math class a lot. It was sophomore. And I just like get off my bus. I'd walk. I'd be like, "Hey, is that Trevor sitting outside?" And I sat next to him. And me and him just sat outside for like the first like 3 months of school or something. And then eventually I started getting cold. And I think Trevor was like, "Hey, I think I see Brandon over there. You want to go sit inside?" I'm like, "Yeah, all right." And then we sat at our table.
Our table. That's such a good memory.
You know what's
just having that table.
You know what's strange?
You don't remember anything of that, do you?
No, I remember, nigga. Oh. The reason I started talking to Cameron is probably one of the most wholesome things I've ever done.
Undertale.
No, fuck you.
Oh.
No, it was okay. You remember Miss?
Oh yeah, I do.
The reason I started talking to you was because I felt like he was bullying you, and I wanted to support you because I thought he was an asshole too. So I was like, "Fuck it, we'll bond over him being an asshole."
Dude, I remember, dude.
Awesome.
Fuck, you're gonna have to censor his name, but fuck that teacher because, dude, literally, I don't remember. Okay, I admit, I am still guilty of I wanted attention in middle school.
Write that time code down.
What's the time?
37.
But I'll admit, I was in middle school. I had an attention problem. I wanted people to look at me. I wanted to be the funny guy. I've improved a lot since then, but I'm still guilty of it occasionally. However, man, fuck that teacher. I remember I said like one thing that I guess wasn't that funny, but to me I thought it was funny at the time. It wasn't even really appropriate, I don't think.
No.
But he sent me out of the class, and like I was in the hallway, and I remember like I have this problem where I can't be yelled at by people, or else I cry. And I remember he made me cry, and then he's like, "Stop crying," and I'm like, "I think I did, man." And then he's like, "Go back into the class," and I'm like wiping my eyes, like come back in. People thought he fucking like molested me, man.
Yeah,
But I don't remember that's how me and Trevor started being friends. I don't remember that. Sadly.
I fucking hate that teacher. He's up there with like just the worst types of teachers humanly achievable.
He's bald, lol.
Yeah.
And no, he's
Number one?
he's not bald because he can't grow hair. He's bald because of a choice.
He was very pretentious. I could tell you that easily.
Bro, what did he say? So that was like 2016 or 2015 when dabbing was like first a thing. And oh my god, I don't remember why, but like I said like dab to him or something, or like I did dab, and he told me like a dab will do ya, and he said it in like the most pretentious asshole way, and I'm like, bro, I am a fucking middle schooler. You are a 37-year-old man.
I'm pretty
fucking
sure.
funny.
Okay, you know that Fleetwood Mac like album cover where it's like the reflection of one of those like mirror spheres, and it shows them in like the reflection of the ball that they're holding.
I don't think I've seen that.
I don't think I've seen that one either.
I'm sorry, I don't listen
That
to a lot of
sounds
Fleetwood
really
Mac.
I think
cool,
it's an
though.
artist's painting.
Dude, Fleetwood Mac
Oh,
is
then
awesome.
yeah, I know what you're talking about if it's an artist painting, but I don't listen to Fleetwood.
I think Fleetwood Mac took that idea and made an album cover, but it's basically a painting of an artist with that sphere
Might
ball,
pick
and
that
he's
up,
like
that's-
drawing the reflection and shit.
Mhm.
And I'm pretty sure because I'm not sure if you remember this, but that teacher, he had either literally that exact drawing or a tracing of it, and said that he made it. He's like, okay, sure, nigga.
That's funny. Man, now you got me thinking about middle school. Now I'm suicidal. God
Honestly,
damn.
middle school is where my mind broke. Like,
Middle
no
school
lie.
is terrible.
Dude,
all
but
the
the
time.
thing is, no matter how shitty like my experience in middle school was, people on Instagram these days overshare way too much. And goddamn, some people have had a lot worse experiences in middle school than I did.
Oh yeah.
No
But
problem.
still,
I
man, I don't understand a lot of things in life. I'm stupid.
Really?
But like, there's just so many things. Why does middle school suck? Why do people not know how to deal with their problems in middle school? And yeah, I can
Because
get
you're a developing child.
that, and also like they have shit resources to go to, and like also, why do people overshare on Instagram? these are all things I could talk
True.
for fucking 40 minutes about, but let's go on to whatever.
That is for a darker section of the podcast.
Well, one of the things is
Brandon
we
tell us.
also went to like a middle school that was like
Bro, what do you mean? It was 4
led by a
stars, bro. 4
dictator?
stars. 4 stars, bro. Right there on the sign. 4
What does
stars.
this mean?
the
S.
best. You
School is my job. C. Come prepared.
No!
I'm sorry.
Okay. Now that I have confidence in my
Have me.
abilities,
Do you think it would have turned out better if we went to a middle school in Florida?
I think
Yes.
I'm sorry.
honestly, even though we went to a really bad middle school, I owe a lot to it because I met and got closer to a lot of friends at that place.
Yeah, good for you,
Like-
asshole.
Have you seen
Like Nico,
Have you seen
I would
Jefferson
have
Kids?
I would have never met Nico if I didn't go to that school. That's fucking crazy to me.
I'm 50%. No, I'm like 90% sure I would have had a better time if I went to a different middle school. Because the only friend I made, well, sort of. I met people there, but I didn't really become friends with them until high school. Like, yeah, I saw Squid there, I saw Cameron there, I saw the other Trevor there, but I didn't become friends with them until high school. And then fucking the amount of bad shit. Yeah, that fucking history
bastard.
teacher was the worst thing ever. The math teacher that starts with the Y, he
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
enjoyable either.
Yeah, bro, that class.
Especially because he'd make a mockery of me, like daily.
Yeah, that's what sucks. Like he'd always make fun of you for not understanding. The only
No.
good things.
I understood. I refused to do homework.
Fair enough.
I could do math sometimes, unless I was gone for a week because I had the flu, and he didn't care and didn't decide to reteach anything or tell me anything about it.
The only
so I
good
failed
thing-
a fucking quarter.
The only good thing from that class is one. That's the class I gave Squid his nickname in. And did I ever talk about that on the podcast? I don't remember
I don't
if I
think
did.
so.
I don't think so.
I don't
And
think
then-
we've mentioned Squid on the podcast ever.
Yeah, but love
Two,
that guy.
And 2, I passed that class only because my best friend was the TA for that teacher, and she just always passed me. Bless her
bastard.
fucking heart.
God.
But
The only
anyway,
reason I passed that class is because I'm not stupid. I have
listen, man, not
intelligence.
everyone can be like you, okay?
I have intelligence. I just refuse to do work, so I just pass every test, and that's all that
I
matters.
refuse
Trevor
to do
knew what
work,
he was
and I have
doing.
shit intelligence.
Trevor had intelligence. Cameron had connections, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, just quick little tangent because I mentioned Squid. So there was this kid. He was a little shy kid, little cute little Mexican kid. And I remember, so it was, 2016. And Splatoon had just come out recently. And they got that little obnoxious song, you're a kid, you're a squid now. Me, being the absolute annoying piece of shit I was in fucking middle school, I decided, yeah, I'm gonna sing this song randomly. And so I was doing that. And then this kid, sitting across from me, he's a quiet kid. You never expect him to say anything. He looks me dead in the eyes and he says, you're a kid, you're a squid, you're a bisexual. He doesn't call me gay. He doesn't call me stupid. He doesn't call me annoying. He calls me a bisexual. So he's insinuating that I make a choice. Like, I have my choice of men and women. Anyway, fun fact, I was straight at the time. I am
Who
now,
am I?
I am now currently unidentifying.
anymore.
No, I'm unidentifying, but I'm basically pansexual.
No, he looked you dead in the eye and he was like, no.
He assigned me my sexuality. But
In that
anyway,
very moment.
ever since then, like, I don't remember even why, but I'm like, I'm gonna call you Squid now because I got the quiet kid in class to roast me. Fucking 4 years later, some people don't know his real name.
Some people, yeah, it's true. Some people just don't know
Everyone
his
calls
real
him
name.
Squid. I don't understand
Even
how it's
teachers.
spread. Yeah, I don't understand how it's spread so far, but I'm glad. That is the one legacy I have to my name. Fuck snowing in Texas, bro. I gave a kid a nickname, and it's his forever.
Forever.
He's gonna die with that on his grave.
Squid, and then his name is in like
Do you think-
very small font.
Do you think his employers call him Squid?
I don't think
no,
so.
I don't think so.
I don't think he tells other people about it, just like friends.
Man,
Yeah.
that's lame.
Yeah, it is. But
He'd get so many bitches, dude. Anyway, sorry.
fuck, I was the first person to ever talk to Squid, and I'm proud of that. I didn't become like close friends with him for a while, but I was the very first person to talk to him at that school, which is fucking cool. I met him in 7th grade.
Oh yeah, we could talk. Or no, that's for a darker part of the podcast. The fucking year of middle school that literally broke me down as a human being.
Damn, that's crazy. What I tell Matt the other day? Oh yeah, I said I was gonna kill myself, and then Matt was like, "No, that'd be sad. I'd fall into a deep pit of despair." I'm like, "Damn, have you tried eating pizza about it?" Or I said something stupid like
Yeah,
that.
ramen noodles.
Yeah, you tried eating ramen about it, and that was all I said. Anyway, back to being stupid, but a little less.
Yeah, but did you not know that our middle school had a 4-star rating, like on underneath the sign that said the name of the school?
Yeah,
didn't
and you
care.
drive past it, and it still has that.
No.
Yeah, and the best part about it is you could tell that is old as fuck. Like,
It's
old to
super
the point when that
sun-faded.
middle school was probably a high school.
They just left it.
Yeah,
What's a
because
little line?
It's so faded.
Also, the amount of hatred that schools induce upon other schools is insane.
it's insane, right? Like, I
don't know why they had to say that they're so much more prestigious than any other like fucking school in the district.
Because that's how they get funding.
I guess. But why do you have to push that onto your students? Why do you have to
Like-
push the idea that you should hate kids or kids? Like, the amount of times I hear from teachers that kids from, like, what is the other high school? Jefferson,
yeah.
that they're unruly and they're all fucking gangbangers.
Yeah.
Like, what the
Dude,
fuck?
my
is
cousin went
crazy.
there. And, like, well, granted, he dropped out of high school and now he smokes weed all the time. But,
Oh,
you
no.
know, all I'm saying is he was fine for a while. He's a smart dude, but he's just kind of lazy and he goes about his own life. He's engaged. He's a year younger than me and he's engaged. He's happier
Damn.
than I am. He's gay. He's happier than I am, which is, I don't know. Life works in mysterious ways.
He told me a young little Mexican man went up to him, looked him dead in the eyes, and said, "You're a kid now. You're a squid now. You're gay."
I love Squid. I'm gonna go kiss his lips later.
Oh.
I hope he listens to this and hears that.
Can you believe this episode started out with Fortnite?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it's only gonna go downhill from here.
And we got here.
Anime?
Yeah, my list of anime, I just can't recall it, man.
Bro, when's Anime Oasis gonna come back, bro? I wanna
Probably
go so
next
bad.
year,
Yeah, next
actually.
year.
I hope so. I want to go so bad.
I want to go too. I want to see Jesus Christ again. That was crazy.
Bro, remember when I said I was gonna cosplay as Johnny Joestar? That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Remember when
dude.
I said I was gonna cosplay as whoever the fuck I was gonna cosplay?
Said you were gonna be Josuke.
Not
Oh yeah,
Kira,
Josuke Higashikata 8?
Gappy.
Yeah. Anywho. We're gonna move on to the next topic?
Horse.
Yeah, we're nearing the end of this episode, so if
Oh.
Already?
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
well, time to trauma dump. Anyway.
because we're 50 minutes in.
Well,
Didn't
let's
feel
make
like
2
that.
episodes in one so that we don't have to stop talking because there's shit that we can still talk about.
Hell yeah.
We could either
Wait, since
move
when the
on.
fuck has the podcast been an hour long?
Yo, mama! Anywho.
Yeah, the last few of them were like 2 hours to an hour and 30. It was our last ones were crazy. It's been an hour long since the beginning. Remember when we said we should make hour episodes? And then we just continued to derail.
Anywho. We can still talk about, taking a taking a personality test would be weird right now, so let's not do
Yeah,
that.
we can just do that for the next episode or whatever.
Being
Cut out
toxic.
talking about this so people don't have something to expect.
Shut up. Shut up.
I'm gonna
Shut
leave it
up.
in now.
I hate all of you! Every goddamn time I ask you to cut something from the podcast, you always leave it in. I feel like it's just to fucking spite me. Meanwhile, Trevor fucking dogs 20
Listen.
people, and then you're like, oh, alright.
Listen, look me dead in the eyes while I tell you what your sexuality is.
No, please.
We could talk about being toxic, or we could move on to the many Discord topics.
He's nuts.
Discord top? The
Topics on
the
Discord.
topics on the
You
Discord?
fucking Nutsucker.
I'm sorry. What?
Seems like we're moving on to the Discord topic.
Nutsucker. That's crazy, dog. That's
What?
that's where I got anime from, was Discord.
Nut sucking?
Shut up! I'm about to be gay, bro.
Oh, what? How did you accidentally shoplift, Cameron?
You were there! What do you mean?
Oh yeah, I was
Okay, but I'll tell tell the
I thought
story
it was a
because
different
it's
thing.
funny. I like telling it.
That
So-
fucking laugh.
I was hanging out with Brandon and a mutual friend of ours.
No.
Not you. You're not real, bro. Get the fuck out of here. You're only a podcast guest. You're still just a temporary for Jacob. Anyway, yeah,
Temporary,
remember
he
Jacob,
says.
guys? Remember Jacob?
Doesn't he? Yeah. Doesn't know
Okay.
that Jacob exists.
So, sorry, back to the topic at
My name's
hand.
Jacob.
Shut
No,
up.
honestly.
Shut up. I'm talking.
Okay.
Pencil.
Okay.
I need that back.
No.
Fine, I'll get my own. He was funny.
Stop looking at me like that. Fucking Christ. Anyway, like I was saying, so me, Brandon, and a mutual friend of ours, we all went to the Boise Mall. Oh shit, I kind of just said Boise Mall. It's fine, we don't live in
It's
Boise.
fine. The
It's
fuck?
somewhere near us, that's all I'm gonna say. But, so we went there, and we were just hanging out, having a good time. I'm a little stingy. I don't like spending money a lot, because I don't have a job right now. And I have the mindset of act broke, stay rich. So I like to act like I'm poor.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, he's stabbing the mic too, so I'm just gonna pick that up. Yeah, thanks,
Oh, no.
Trevor.
Yeah, shut you. Fuck off. I do it all the time.
Go ahead.
So, fucking. So yeah, I don't like to spend a lot of money. But while I was there, I did want to get something for my little sister because I love her, and I abuse her, so like I like to make up for it. Anyway, and so we were at Spencer's. You know, everyone loves getting a gift for their 7-year-old
The fuck
sister
is
at
Spencer's?
Spencer's. You don't know what Spencer's
You never
is?
been to
No.
Spencer's?
Well, they sell sex toys, they sell marijuana-related products, piercings, shitty T-shirts.
And nudity.
That's about it. You want penis-shaped pasta? Go to Spencer's.
Pasta?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pasta.
Oh, dude, we gotta take Trevor to fucking Spencer's now someday.
I never even get to Hot Topic.
Really?
No.
Bro, we gotta go to the Boise Mall someday. Just for the
Topic-
fucking fun of it.
I've only been to malls like when I was under 10.
The crazy thing about the Boise Mall is it's huge now. Like
I would like to go to a mall.
it's
We'll go
crazy
someday.
big.
The
Yeah.
summer's long. Anyway, so back to what we
Before
were saying.
Brandon leaves for Florida.
He's gonna die and not come back.
You should go to a mall in Florida.
Bro, he's gonna die. I went to it. Wait, was it in Florida? Why? I technically. We'll talk about this later. It doesn't matter. I've been on the same story for like 5 minutes, bro. Haven't even gotten to the climax yet. I've only got the setting, bro. We're at a Spencer's, and I saw some fucking like almond, like fucking nut. I don't know, some weird pocky, and so I got it. Now I'm like, yeah, okay, my sister would like this, and so. I go up to the cashier. No one's there right now because like he's off helping a customer. So I just put the box down. I'm waiting. I got my wallet in hand. Finally the cashier comes up, and he walks up to like the cashier. He puts whatever he has in his hand in a bag, and he like rings it up, and then he tells me, he's like, all right, that'll be like $16, something like that. And like he didn't once scan the Pocky that I put on the table, and my brain, I have stupid and also anxiety, and so like. Social anxiety mainly, and I was like, okay, and so I just handed him my card, and he swiped it, and he gave me the black bag, and he gave me my card back. He's like, all right, thank you. He turned around to go do something. My brain didn't process what was happening, so I grabbed the Pocky off the table, and Brandon and our friend were already getting ready. They were waiting by the door or something, and we were walking out, and I'm like, guys, I think I messed up. And they were asking me what are you talking about? And I'm like, just keep walking. And we walked a bit away from the store, and then I turned around and I finally opened what's in the bag. It was a fucking septum piercing. And I'm I sit there, I'm processing it. I'm like, guys, I think I accidentally just shoplifted.
Yeah.
But I don't see that as shoplifting, kinda, because if anything, I technically overpaid for what I wanted.
He paid for the septum and got both the septum and the Pockies.
And
You win some, you lose some.
yeah, and I don't have a septum piercing, but the friend we were with did. So I'm like, yeah, you can have it. I'll just have my Pocky that I didn't pay for.
We were both like, dude, go back and return it. And
I did not. Yeah, no. I'm like, bro, I'd actually rather jump off this fucking railing to the second floor than fucking go back and return it. I have
Yeah.
such bad anxiety because it's so stupid to think, because, like, in my mind at the time, I'm like, oh, I'm going to go back. He's going to, like, accuse me of shoplifting. He's going to call the cops. He's going to beat my ass. Meanwhile, if anything, he would have been like, oh, thank you for returning that. Would you like to, like, exchange for actually... Like, if anything, he wouldn't have given me much shit for it, because it was kind of both our faults. But, you know, my brain can't fucking process that in the moment. I always assume, worst case scenario, I'm Mexican, bro.
Dude.
You know what they do to people like us here?
Dude, the crazy thing is like, he just, like, pulled that septum piercing off of, like, the rail.
Because he was
and
helping
put
someone
it
else.
in-
Because
yeah.
I think he was, like... I technically stole someone else's septum piercing. But yeah. And so I gave it to our mutual friend, and then, like, she told me, like, a week later or something that she went and returned it anyway. So I'm like, well, you did it. I didn't have to. And my sister ate the Pocky. And all that goes well ends well. I'm never walking into a Spencer's again, except for when we take you. But
Yeah.
I'm going to be wearing, like, a fucking hijab.
We should... a hijab with a dick on it?
No, it's got a pot leaf and a dick.
A dick smoking weed. A dick with a joint. But yeah, we should go to the mall sometime. It's a pretty cool place to be because of the variety of stores there.
Oh, and a little side thing related to that. No, the reason why I think it's fine that I stole the Pocky on accident was because I paid like $6 for like some fucking buns at this Chinese restaurant that was there, or Japanese fucking restaurant.
Yeah, the Japanese
and
restaurant.
I didn't get those. And I also had the anxiety to not go up and ask for them. So I think technically I paid for that fucking Pocky, so I can go ahead and take it.
All right.
Listen, man.
Sure, karmic, because fucking
Yeah, karmic justice, bro.
money is a karmic slider.
Yeah. I lost $20. I guess I might as well take this.
Exactly. That is exactly how you behave.
No, but I didn't actually think that way when I took the Pocky. I didn't realize till after. I'm like, it's kind of funny. I paid for something I didn't get, and I got something I didn't pay for. Anyway, so that's my fucking story of how the mall went.
The mall. You said you've never been to a Hot Topic. It's
No.
fucking crazy. Because like Hot Topic gets memed on, but it's a pretty cool store. Like it has a bunch of cool shit.
Yeah,
in it.
it's not all just like emo band shit
I feel
anymore.
like I'm
It's
gonna
a lot
walk
more
in. There's gonna
anime
be a
stuff now.
whole aisle just for My Hero Academy. Think I've been to Hot Topic before.
It's not a wall, but it does have its like own section.
Jesus Christ.
JoJo has its own section.
And also, it
it's pretty
depends on
short
like.
though.
So they also have like mini shows in the front. At least the one we went to, where like they kind of switch out items occasionally. Like they'll have like a mini show dedicated like that month to like Disney stuff or like K-pop or like a certain anime. And yeah, honestly, it's not that bad. I
Yeah.
got a few cool things from Hot Topic. We'll go someday. Trust me.
They've got some cool shit. I got an Iggy plush from Hot Topic.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, he got that JoJo poster too. He's
There's 2 of them in there. I haven't taken them out yet. It's Trevor and Dio.
Sure.
yo, I know that guy.
No, he doesn't.
Quit gaslighting me.
That's redacted, bro.
Honestly, ex-member of podcast.
No, I'm talking about you.
Oh, you're talking about
dumbass.
Nemo?
No, what? I'm talking about Trevor.
Yeah, Nemo's in the.
The one physical photo we
right.
both have of fucking Trevor. That's what I'm referring to.
Dude, watching the Sonic movie is still like a really good memory of mine. Especially since I watched that movie right after a breakup. So that was fucking crazy. Yeah, okay.
What?
Thanks for the silence.
You're welcome.
Yo, thank you, Prof. Bartholomew, for the 30 bits. No, I will not take off my clothes.
What?
I think you meant the epic
No! Come on, man. Even I have the decency not to say that. You fucking threw that man under the bus.
Where did that gamer tag come from?
Prof. Bartholomew?
No, the one
the other
before
one.
that one.
The Epic Hound?
Yeah.
So there's a YouTuber who, unfortunately, they still make content, but their channel's dead. They get like below 1,000 viewers.
Robbers.
Rubba still gets a fucking ton of views. He just
Not
never uploads.
I think you mean Ray Million Johnson. Anyway.
Rayman and Smash? That's crazy,
No.
dog.
But yeah, I used to watch a YouTuber called Sly Fox Hound, and
I feel like
basically,
I've heard that name before.
yeah, probably because I've talked about them before. but I basically was gonna steal their username, smiley face, but it was already taken. Big surprise. So basically, I just slowly changed it into that.
The
I'm
epic
sorry, it's so fun. It's not like funny in a cringy way. It's funny in a nostalgic way. I love you, Trevor.
Fuck
I don't know
you.
if you know that, but I just love you.
And then I got Prof. Bartholomew from the fucking book. I think it's The Marvelous Adventures of Benjamin Bartholomew Piff.
Yeah. But bro, at least your username didn't have any fucking numbers and shit in it.
Yeah, it never does. I hate having numbers.
Yeah, my first Xbox username was Shiny Mew Boss 777. And you wanna know that came to tuition because I like Mew. Shiny Mew, blue, that shit's crazy. Me, I'm a boss. I'm a bit of a boss. I'm a religious man, 777. God's number, baby.
Oh my god. Me?
Yeah.
I'm a boss.
And then, so that was that, I don't even remember what my PlayStation 1 was. I think that was actually simple. It was just Mystifier.
Yeah,
which
I
is
remember
the same
that.
as my
I remember Mystifier.
Snap thing, yeah. And then,
I remember Cornhusker too.
that's new. That's just because
That's just a meme.
yeah, that's one of my... I don't know, like, ever what I want to make my username for things, so it just kind of jumps between a few things. Like, I was Peachy Hetero for a while.
Yeah, I remember Peachy Hetero
That's
too.
kind of your typical username now.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Peachy Hetero.
Anything Juggalo.
Peachy Hetero
Oh,
was kind
true.
of
Yeah,
funny.
I'll talk about all my fucking online aliases. What I try to do now is I try to at least use Don't Learn Guitar, which surprisingly, because that's my Instagram username, wasn't taken.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't know why. I guess, like, I just can't figure out why it wasn't taken. But now I take it.
I think my favorite username of yours is Ghostbees. I like that one a lot.
It's funny because I don't like that. I try to okay, I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna make like a permanent username. I'm gonna use for like these game things, and I hated it.
Also, Jungalo Gaming.
That
Juggalo
one's
Gaming.
funny,
That one's
yeah.
really funny.
So
That particular gamer.
that started
Hell
all
yeah.
because like I was ironically being a juggalo, and Trevor made me sign up a Riot account so I could play League, and he was telling me about like he was telling me.
That's so funny.
Speaking Arabic.
And he was telling me about how there was like this thing in the game called jungling, and how like Fiddlesticks, who was someone who interested me, is like a good jungler or whatever. And so I'm like, okay, Jungle Juggalo. And I can't remember if I purposely spelled it wrong. I think I did because I had to like avoid someone else's already taken name. So it's Juggalo with one G. And like I like to pretend that I'm an ironic Juggalo, because then I got my Steam username right now is Juggalo Gaming Fago Edition.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's about like it for my usernames. Oh, and then my fucking growth of YouTube names.
How's it going, gaming guys and gals? It's me, that particular gamer here.
Yeah, we got that particular
forget
gamer.
that.
That particular gamer, all one word, and then space exclamation mark, because the way I had my dumbass YouTube set up, you had to have fucking like a first name, last name thing. God, Google sucks.
I just made
with
my
trying to...
I just made my thing my first name. Because you don't have to you don't have to enter your last name. You can just make it your first name.
Google fucking sucks. And yeah, so there was that particular gamer. Then I went to Oversaturate, which I'm like, you know, trying to be cool. That one word fucking name. Except it's dumb as fuck. Looking back at it. And then
What do you mean? You're just really colorful. I'm sorry. Continue.
then there was
Move on.
one straight boy, because my fucking sexuality is so fragile to me. Anyway, you know, one straight boy, Peachy Hetero. You know, how obvious could it be? Anyway, and then I stopped being a YouTuber, so now it's just my regular ass name on my YouTube that all my videos are privated on, and yeah, just my band name, Snowing in Texas, and that's about it.
Hey, don't forget to make that fishing video.
I'm working on. I actually do. That's on my summer list of things I
Oh,
want to
yeah.
do this summer. I basically just need. I have the Minecraft footage. Hopefully, it's not shit, or else I'll have to re-record some of it. But I just have to do like the live action stuff and then the voiceover stuff.
You should explain what the concept of it is, because I just
No.
brought it up and there's
No,
nothing.
because then people are gonna expect it. So basically, I had this funny idea that, because I have this ongoing joke where I love fishing, like mini games, any video game. And I'll play any game as long as it has a fishing game. You know, that's how Trevor got me into playing Warframe, actually. And so, yeah. And then I thought, I wonder if there's like a YouTuber who does like reviews of fishing mini games on YouTube. And I looked it up. Sure enough, there wasn't. So I saw an opportunity. Being the capitalist I am, I saw an investment. I saw an opportunity. And so my brain started rolling the cogs.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna know how I got these scars? Sorry, that was like such a fucking... I am actually have brainworms.
You am actually...
Okay, so... and... Fuck, where was... Oh, yeah. And so, I got the script for the first video already written down. It's gonna be about Minecraft, because that's easy. But I got tons of games like lined up for things I want to do, like the Persona series games, Monster Hunter,
Stardew
Warframe.
Valley.
Warframe's gonna be hard though because each planet, well not each planet, but every other planet has like a home thing, like a hub kind of thing, and every time there's a hub, there's a whole entire fishing like ecosystem with its own fishing rods, and I want to go like in depth as possible into these videos. Oh boy.
Yeah.
So I'll probably never make the Warframe one.
Warframe will come out in a decade. Probably.
Yeah, when YouTube's dead and gone, I'll make sure to be the last video to upload on it.
The more open worlds are for.
I know, man. But
And
like,
the more fish there will be.
hey, look on the bright side. If I never make it, I'll never be out of date.
Who?
But yeah, and so I got the footage for the Minecraft one done. I just need to do the voiceover work and then the live action parts I want to have. Basically, I'm ripping off Scott the Woz. But hey, I'm not white.
Hey, y'all.
Masturbator Cameron here.
That's like Pogger's champion and whatever. But shut the fuck up. Thank you.
I love you so much.
You're welcome.
I don't know why. Like, I often think about this. Trevor do be kind of treating me like shit a lot of the time. But I have like
Sorry, what was that?
I have some sort of like Stockholm syndrome to him. I can't explain it. I would lay my life down for this man. Meanwhile, anyway, you know, you were saying something about League of Legends over there.
You want me to?
No.
I want to say this before we move on to the next topic. Completely unrelated. I think it'd be interesting if Persona 6 has a female protagonist and the like main singer is male.
That would be interesting. You know what I want to see?
I agree.
A Persona game that isn't about fucking high schoolers.
That'd be cool.
That will probably never happen.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are we on about now?
Let's talk one last topic for this episode.
I got a Cheeto stuck in my throat.
I'm sorry.
Shut
We can
up.
talk about
Got my dick stuck in your...
we can talk about childhood spooky stuff.
Damn, you think that's gonna be a short topic?
Do you want a short topic?
Yeah, short topic.
Then I have nothing.
Okay, I guess we can end it off on a spooky note.
No, it needs to be funny. Oh, never mind. I thought we were.
Quit deep throating your finger. Stop.
I need mommy milkers.
Get a load of this guy. Get a load of this guy.
Bro, I can't wait till my future wife listens to these podcasts and be like, damn, I do be kind of wanting a divorce.
I think that Squid kid was right. What if Squid was like an actual prophet?
You make a good point, however, he masturbates far too frequently to be taken seriously.
Got him. Anyway, so we're gonna do spooky?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about our porn addictions.
Yeah.
That's spooky.
It can be spooky if you let it control your life.
Who wants
like
to
I
start
have.
first?
Speaking of which, I gotta go jack off now.
Who wants to start first?
All right, so I guess I'll start first because mine thing's short, basically, because I don't have a lot of spooky things in my life. When I was a kid, at least. So when I was a kid, I lived out in the fucking country. Which it's like the next city over from wherever our city is now. but it's kind of like the country compared to how this is like a big city. Well, it's not even. Listen, man, I have brainworms. No, but anyway, and I am Mexican, as a matter of fact. Last name is Sanchez, and I lived with my mom and my dad, and we all lived at my Mexican grandma's house. And you know, Mexicans, they got some great folklore that just were super entertaining for the children. And you know, being out in the country, big open field behind my house. Like, bro, I lived on a mountain, actually. Fun fact.
That's pretty cool.
Well, it's like a hill, but you know what I'm saying. That shit was fun to slide down in the winter. Yeah. However, but yeah, my Mexican grandma, she loved to tell those stories about cucuys, all that fucking shit. You know, those Mexican demons that are gonna fuck you in the mouth.
What is a cucuy?
One of them was named...
It's just like how you say, like, ghosts. It's, yeah. But, and, you know, yeah, like I said, being from the fucking... Being a kid and then being out in the country and hearing all this shit, I'm like, damn, this makes me not want to fucking explore that huge field behind my house. And I'm also terrified of being outside at night. And so that's, like, one of the only things I can remember that, like, actually terrified me as a kid.
Yeah, well, the prophets did say don't mine at night. So... it would make sense that just continue with your story.
And you say I'm goofy. So, yeah, that was one thing. But like, I eventually got over that. And, bro, I remember my favorite thing. We used to have a trampoline out there, and I spent the night on that trampoline with my cousin a few times. That was fun. But anyway, the other thing that like Trevor was curious about this is one time I was sleeping in my room. And I had a bunk bed in my room, you know, because I'm a spoiled little single child brat. So I had a bunk bed because why not? And I actually never usually slept on the top because it actually had broken glass up there. But like I remember one day I literally just cleaned it off and like cleaned the broken glass off. I'm like, oh cool, Mom, I'm gonna sleep up here now. She's like, okay. And I remember I was sleeping up there one time, and like I woke up in like sometime in the night, and I remember I had like a TV in my room. It was one of those thick boys. And also like a VCR, or not a VCR, like a DVD player. And the DVD player was sitting on top of the TV, and it had like a red light to tell you it was like plugged in. And like in my like half blind sleep state, I like looked over and I saw the red light from the DVD player. But like, cause my vision was half blurry, I saw two of them. And I thought like some fucking demon eyes were peering at me in the night. I literally was crying and I was screaming for my mom and dad, who like are literally just down the hall from me. And like I was screaming, I'm like, come in here, please, please. Like freaking the fuck out. And like my dad comes in and like he turns on the light, he's like, what's going on? And I'm like, there's a fucking monster in here. But you know, I didn't say fucking because I'm a kid. Again, I have brain worms. I can't function as a normal human. But and he's like, what are you talking about? No, there's not. I'm like, yes, there's some red lights over there. And then, like, my mom comes in. She's, like, looking around, trying to figure out what I'm talking about. And she sees, like, the DVD player from the red light on it. And she points out, I'm like, are you talking about this? And I'm like, oh, no. And my dad, like, turns off the light, and I see it. And I'm like, oh. And, like, I, like, process it now that I can fucking see and I'm more awake. And, yeah. But luckily, they weren't really, like, mad at me. They were understanding. But... yeah, that's something that happened. I thought I was gonna get fucking molested by a demon. Mm-hmm. Nice ripe age of 7.
Okay. That's fucking wacky, bro.
Yeah, that's about like all the scary shit I ever had.
Anything you were sweet like? Because I will tell you right now, mine is going to be a long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine's pretty short.
Can't wait to not speak for the next 10 minutes.
Exactly.
Okay, so basically, what happened on mine was I spent the night at my grandmother's house when I was about like 6 or 8, one of the two, not 7. But I spent the night there with a couple of my cousins. Pretty fucking awesome. I loved hanging out with those guys. And we were just hanging out, and then it hit midnight, the scary hour. Oh, no. And the thing that truly made it the scary hour, like we knew it was late, was we turned on the TV and we saw Adult Swim, and we were like, "Oh no, it's dark time."
How old are you?
I was young. I was young as fuck. I was like 6. Okay.
I wasn't allowed to watch Adult Swim either.
Yeah,
So
I wasn't allowed.
That's how I knew. I'm like, yo, shit's getting real.
Yeah.
The shit I'm not allowed to see is coming on.
So we were just like watching, and then there was like some kind of fucking scary thing going on Adult Swim, and I don't remember what it was, but I remember my cousin Ethan passed out, and then my
fear?
no, he just fell asleep.
Jesus.
And then my 2 other cousins were awake. They were the ones that were the closest to my age, and they like were like looking around, and we're like, how dark is it outside? And then we like looked outside, and across the street there's like one street lamp, and then it's just kind of like a big kind of driveway.
Yeah, I know where your grandma lives.
Yeah. No, different grandma.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Yeah.
Shit, help me, help.
So a few minutes later, we checked back, and I was like, my cousin was like just like looking at us, and then at the corner of his eye he sees something, and he looks out the window like alert. He just like moves over there, and then he looks outside, and then he turns back to us, and he's like, "Guys, I just saw something really scary." And we're like, "Whoa, what'd you see? What'd you see? Oh my god!"
The
and then
imposter.
He was like, "No, guys, I just saw something sus." He turns to us, and he was like, "I just saw someone," and he like puts his blanket up to his like shoulder. He's like, "I just saw someone, like a really dark figure, like cross the street, and then a car went by and he disappeared. He was gone." And then we were like, oh my god, that's the devil, that's Satan.
John Fortnite.
And then after that, I got scared and then fell asleep. And that was the entire. In the morning, I woke up and watched the Halo anime. That's it. That's the whole story. It wasn't very scary.
Wow.
That was just my only scary interaction. Now pass me the Funyuns. Thank you.
A little unrelated fact, when he mentioned Adult Swim, I wanted to say one time I remember being awake at like 3 a.m. in my parents' bedroom while they were asleep, and they had the TV on, and Girls Gone Wild was just on the TV.
Oh.
Yeah, like, I can't remember if it was censored. Yeah, but like they used to air it on like MTV or some shit like late at night. I can't remember if it was like an extended trailer kind of thing, where like they showed like some censored clips or whatever. I don't remember much of it, but I remember it was Girls Gone Wild. And I remember that I had a website because when I went to my mom's work, I looked up the website one time. I had a lot of problems as a kid, man. But anyway, Trevor, go ahead and tell us about your childhood trauma. Tell us about your porn addiction.
No.
Tell us how League is.
Terrible.
That's crazy.
So, as a wee child, I can recall a lot of fucking shit that scared the hell out of me from varying years.
All in Florida, right?
No. I lived in Idaho for a bit. But a lot of this happened in Florida. For the most part, easily. As a kid, I watched a lot of horror movies, which aren't appropriate for kids.
No.
Yeah, no. I watched Alien and Aliens, like under the age of 10.
I watched Alien.
I can see Alien scaring the fuck out of you, but did Alien scare you?
Probably.
Bro, anything's scary to a fucking like 7-year-old with no concept of what the real world is.
Exactly. Okay, I watched Friday the 13th, which was kind of spooky, but then the other ones after, like all the Jason movies are just kind of goofy. Leprechaun is a fucking movie. Don't ever watch it. It's not scary at all. It is a fucking joke movie, but it spooked me as a child because I was a child. I can tell you, out of all the movies I watched as a kid, the one that fucked me up the most, Nightmare on Elm Street. That should not be...
couldn't sleep.
Exactly. That should not be allowed to be seen by any child, ever. Because, holy fuck, the idea that I could just be dreaming and be murdered in my sleep horribly wasn't fun because there's no escape. Mm-hmm. You mentioned the 1,000 Ways to Die TV show.
Oh yeah, dude, that shit.
That show scared me.
I forgot to mention that when I was talking about things that scared me, but I guess it's good I didn't, because now we can all talk about it now. Yeah, I remember I was at my cousin's house when I first saw that show, because he had Netflix, early Netflix.
Yeah.
And on his Wii, and I remember watching a few episodes of it. And bro, looking back now, if we watched an episode of that, we'd probably laugh, because it's goofy, and especially the situations they set up. But as a kid with no concept of reality, you're like, yo, what the fuck? And a few of the episodes that stick out to me, well, the main one that I can remember the whole thing of is the one scene where they had these sorry, my throat has a bunch of shit in it. It was this scene where there was these
Don't worry about it.
where there was these goth emo teenagers.
Oh my god, are you talking about that one?
And they were two cars driving next to each other, and they were leaning out the windows of both the cars to kiss, and then their tongue piercings got stuck together.
Oh, that one.
You know it too? Oh my god, we all have the same one. And fucking they're driving and they can't get unstuck. Also in a forklift carrying a random pallet of shit just appears out of nowhere. And they both are trying to fucking get each other unstuck, and both the cars swerve out of the way of the forklift, and the fucking kids just get decapitated, and their heads are just connected and they just fall.
Dude.
That shit didn't
so
terrify me, but that's just what's stuck in my head.
Ridiculous.
Another thing about it, the one that traumatized me, I don't even think is from 1,000 Ways to Die. I remember a few. I remember that one. I remember one where they're rolling in a barrel down a hill, and they hit a fucking rock, and it just obliterated him or some shit. But I think one was from a different TV show called Shock and Awe, and the reason it scared me is because it wasn't super fantastic, because when I was watching 1,000 Ways to Die and that kind of shit, I was much older than I was when I was watching fucking Nightmare on Elm Street, I guess. But one that spooked me from, I think it was called Shock and Awe, was a man having to basically commit surgery on himself. I don't even think it was real, but commit surgery on himself in a bar because he had appendicitis. And that shit spooks the fuck out of me, because appendicitis is the thing that can happen, and it can fuck you up. And that one just stuck with me.
Another one that I can also remember is there's this episode where there's it showed this fat dude, I think it was, and he was he was a hacker or something, and he had some sort of government audio file, and he was listening to it through his headphones. And either that shit was a super high frequency, or he had his volume super up, and it caused his ears and his eyes to bleed when he listened to it. I don't even remember the exact thing. I don't remember it as clearly as the other one, but I still remember it. And the dude just fucking died because his brain melted or something.
Technically, I think there's some form of government weapon that basically shoots a frequency that causes you to shut down. No.
Oh.
Damn, that's crazy, Brandon.
It causes you to shut down, basically. It just makes you incapacitated.
That's insane.
Mental shutdowns?
Give a man minim. Okay.
That's crazy, dog.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. He's a little fucking bitch.
Proud of yourself?
No.
I'm gonna call Squid.
No, I can't be shamed. I can't help. He's gonna tell me what my fucking social security number is.
There are definitely.
Already know.
He's gonna give me my first child's name.
Yeah, one thing before you move on. The 1,000 Ways to Die episode that I remember clearly is just a businessman at the top of a skyscraper who just falls to his death.
That's crazy, dog.
There's nothing goofy about it. He just dies.
He's like K-Lol and just fucking falls.
He just dies from fall damage.
I hate you. Damn, sounds like he should have been playing Risk of Rain.
Should have got a UFO. Fortnite.
I was gonna make a Fortnite reference.
See, I wanted to be extravagant. I made a Risk of Rain 2 reference.
Thanks.
Meanwhile, you...
We're crack 90s on your cock, bro.
Bro, so much of the shit I I hate to say this, but you guys tell me to do things all the time, and I always push it off so much, and then when I eventually get around to it, I end up loving it.
Yeah.
Shit's happened with so the animes I watch, Warframe, fucking Risk of Rain, specifically the second one. I'm still not really a fan of the first one. But and like yeah, like all this shit, Persona, and it's just so funny because like I don't really ever necessarily mean to purposely throw it off. I just get busy like doing my own things, and then dude, even JoJo, like I remember getting into that. Anyway,
Now you got to read Berserk, dude. It took me like 2 years to finally read Berserk, and now I did it. And now
Berserk
I'm
is a commitment.
hooked.
Yeah.
So good.
I think what I'm gonna start doing
As
is
long
I'm
as
gonna
you
wait
read-
until Brandon starts doing something, and then I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it faster because
I'm already a tenth of the way done with Berserk.
Yeah, just read the Golden Ages.
The
Like,
Golden
I'm
Age
completely-
is so
I'm completely caught up with JoJo. Which funny thing is, I'm actually ahead of Trevor and
Yeah, yo mama.
Brandon.
Is the Golden Ages arc considered the end when they get back to the present? Is that the end of the Golden Ages arc?
No,
No?
no.
Nijimura
Okay.
brothers.
You will know the end. It is the most. It's probably the biggest event in all Berserk history.
All right. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Nijimura.
Nijimura?
What's Makoto's last name?
Who?
I think it's Nijimura, isn't it?
Damn, that's crazy.
I don't know.
Okiyasu's related to one of the hottest Persona 5 characters. Sorry, can we go back to talking about childhood trauma?
Yeah, please.
Bro, Persona 5 has so many hot girls in it.
What do they call?
Makoto's our age.
Shut up!
Yo, me and you're gonna have a conversation after the podcast.
There's a few things. I don't remember what. I think it's called. Fuck it. Jamaican Tooth Fairy.
Dude?
Dude?
He just said he just
Shut up! This sucks! Can we quit? Cut it here, just cut it now before he says whatever he's gonna say.
Oh my god.
I don't remember it, but basically, the Jamaican Tooth Fairy is fucking terrifying. Instead of it just being this little bitch who steals your teeth and gives you fucking currency, it was this ghoul in chains that would like lumber towards your fucking house.
Ah, Krampus.
And if you didn't put your like missing tooth under your pillow, he would just rip all your teeth out.
Oh my
What the
god.
Yeah.
I do and I don't understand. Like that topic we were having the other day about manipulation.
That is
Like, even like culturally, like using fear in like children's stories is a form of manipulation. But I don't understand, like I can understand if it's something like, oh, if you don't like respect your elders, like this fucking
Krampus, yeah, like
demon's gonna
Krampus
kill
makes
you.
sense.
Yeah,
But the
don't
Tooth
act
Fairy?
good.
The goddamn Tooth
That
Fairy?
was so funny because it's like, put your tooth under your pillow so we can hold it for the rest of your life, or we will kill you.
It's okay.
Damn,
like,
that shit crazy.
Yeah. Then I don't really remember any like folklore type shit that really scared me because I wasn't really told anything. Ooh, this did remind me of something though. I've had a few quote unquote nightmares that I can recall easily.
Ooh, nightmares are gonna be a fun topic.
I had sleep paralysis once in my life, and it was the worst experience ever because
I've never experienced that. Luckily.
yikes.
I like to interrupt Trevor when he's talking.
Yeah, thanks. So basically, as a kid, there was this abandoned house in our like subdivision, whatever the fuck you call it. I don't know. The U. There was an abandoned house, and no, it wasn't a cul-de-sac.
Okay.
Me, my brother, and shit would always like want to explore it for whatever reason. It was always spooky because abandoned house, you can't really turn the lights on, and we didn't bring flashlights either, so it was just pitch dark.
Why didn't you bring flashlights?
I don't know, nigga.
They're kids.
Exactly.
No, we didn't bring a flashlight, but we did bring this lantern.
We're playing Amnesia. No. But yeah, that place always spooked me. And I recall after going there, like one day and going to sleep, I woke up, but I couldn't.
God damn it, Trevor!
The M&Ms, you spilled them everywhere. They're everywhere.
The Jamaican Tooth Fairy's gonna kill us!
No.
can't
Oh, now
fucking
you're
move
touching
this
them with your
goddamn
feet.
chair. Jesus. Now I have to pick up a bunch of fucking M&Ms.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Give me your mic.
You really did. Just spill M&Ms just because you talk with your hand.
Fuck you. I'm Hispanic.
Italian.
You've lost your Jamaican privileges. You're now Italian.
Hold
And
on.
yes, I know you're Puerto Rican.
Okay. Time to pick up a bunch of fucking M&Ms.
Hey, good thing you don't have a dog, Brandon. Now we're gonna have
Yeah.
a bunch of Brandon hair in our mouth.
Hell yeah.
Yo, how many pubes you got in your floor?
Clearly a lot.
You should
About
just,
6.
Keep this part of the podcast, but like mute it down a bit more, so it's not we're even further away.
Add reverb. Sounds like we're in a cave. This is just a shell.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, there's a fucking broke ass one right there.
It's just messed up. That was better. Put that in the laundry. Okay, let's zip this up and get it away from me.
Kara's orchestrating a goddamn concert.
Honestly, I can't even zip it up.
Crazy dog.
So I put my tooth underneath the pillow.
We explored the haunted house.
Yeah, that's what we called it. We called it a haunted house because it was spooky.
Sorry. I'm sorry, man. I can't be. I'm sorry.
Did you really just gaslight him with your
He does it all
eyes?
the time. You know how easy I am to manipulate? Anyone who's listening, if you ever want to manipulate me, just look at me for like more than 10 seconds.
Honestly, yeah.
Stop! Okay, Connor, suck your dick.
Oh.
But then, yeah, after going to the spooky house, we.
No, he's French!
we stole some shit.
Whoa! What? You stole?
I choked on the
No!
We stole like a telescope. I don't even
That's
know how to
kinda
use
cool.
it.
Don't care.
What I do remember is that we stole
Treasure.
margarita mix, which was undoubtedly expired, and we drank a lot of it.
Fuck.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I think we stole like
bro.
skis too, for some reason. What kind of nigga has skis in Florida?
Gonna go ski the swamp, bro. You hook a rope up to an alligator and it just pulls you.
No, that's for Tinder, dude. I swear to God, that's for Tinder.
Tinder didn't exist back then.
They were
Let's not
preparing-
go into our Tinder
they were
theory
a
on the
time
podcast.
travel.
Not on this
A
episode, at
time
least.
traveler.
Shut up.
A casual Tinder
Shut the
viewer.
fuck up,
The
man.
theories for the next episode, alright? Save it then.
So yeah, after that shit, I went to sleep, and I wake up, can't fucking move, and basically I'm just trying to look around and see what the fuck's going on.
Not the Jamaican tooth fairy.
But yeah, not like I couldn't move, and there was no one standing in the corner or anything. But then a black fucking hole opened above my fucking bed. I was on a bunk bed because I slept in the same room as my brother. And I was just on the bottom bunk. And I look up and there's just a fucking black hole, which wasn't very entertaining.
You're
It's
like,
basically
damn,
a
you shitting, bro? Your brother.
I don't think he was there. He was sleeping over at Jose's house.
We know who Jose is. Sorry,
Who
continue.
might at some point. And I couldn't move, and fucking the black hole was just swirling above my bed, and I started hearing whispers from like all.
God
I'm about to throw this at the floor. From all around my like bed and shit, and I couldn't see anybody. And I was still fucking stuck as shit, couldn't move, wasn't very entertaining. And then a fucking face came out of the black hole and started whispering and looking at me. And I still couldn't move, and I couldn't scream, I couldn't talk, I couldn't do shit. And I was just fucking stuck and afraid. And then
You were in a Courage the Cowardly Dog episode.
it all stopped suddenly because I woke up. And then I wake up and I go to talk to my mom. I'm like, hey, Mom, can I sleep in your bed tonight because I'm spooked? And she's like, no, fuck you. No. She just says no and just go back to sleep. And so I do. And then I wake up tomorrow and I ask my mom, like, why didn't you let me sleep in your bed? Fucking, because she usually lets me do that when I have nightmares. And she says, I didn't ask.
Grow up.
I'm sorry.
He just ruined the fucking climax.
It's Makoto.
Holy shit, what the fuck?
Yeah, okay, so when I woke up after the sleep paralysis, that was a dream. It didn't really happen. And ever since then, I am terrified.
That's insane. That's reality breaking for you.
Yeah,
Holy
it was
shit.
spooky as shit and unpleasant.
I've had a few dreams. Like, they were never scary like that, but, like, don't look at me like that, you fucking Wendigo. Alright. But no, like, especially back when I was dating, like, one of my exes, and, like, I would, like, constantly check up on them before I realized, you know, it's kind of a fucking insane thing to do. Like, first thing I do whenever I woke up was immediately check, see if they texted me, and I'd text them back. I'd have, like, a lot of dreams where, like, I had, like, a full-ass conversation with them via text, and, like, I wake up and I realize, damn, none of that shit happened.
None of that shit happened.
Yeah. But, no, actually, one, like, reoccurring nightmare I can always remember is, like, some fucking spook shit's happening, and literally, like, I can't scream, I can't talk, and, like, I can barely, like, move my arms. Like, it's a sleep paralysis, but in a dream. Like, I'm not, like, in my bed, like, seeing things like my own eyes. It's just, I'm in, like, this fucking random place. One dream I had was, my whole room was, like, filled with water, but it wasn't actually water. Like, I was fucking floating through it. And, like, I was drowning, and I couldn't scream or anything. I couldn't even breathe.
I had a lot of those dreams.
And, like, I remember I tried kicking the wall in my dream to, like, try and tell my mom, like, yo, I'm fucking dying. But, like, I was still just perfectly fine in my bed when I woke up.
Interesting.
I had a lot of those type of drowning dreams or suffocating dreams. And I think it's expressly related to my face being in the pillow.
Honestly, I still sleep on my stomach a lot. But, yeah, I'm a stomach sleeper.
That's weird. I've never met anyone that's a stomach sleeper.
Fuck you.
It's really cool.
Suck my balls.
Anywho,
I got brain worms.
I do remember another. It's not even really a nightmare because it wasn't scary. It's just gross.
Uncomforting. I know this is my dreams.
I woke up. Basically, I was dreaming, and I was in my room. And it was like the 4th of July or some shit, so there was fireworks. So I wanted to go out into like my... Why?
Oh, sorry,
So I wanted to go out into my like dining room and look out my sliding doors so I could see the fireworks. And so I go out of my room and I look at the fireworks. And I'm like, that's neat. And then I look around and there's these giant, like humongous and very vividly colored, like... caterpillars or worms. They were like humongous. And
I'm sorry, Trevor, but I had a feeling you were gonna say worms for some reason. We're becoming the same person.
And they're very, very disgusting.
Giant worm.
Completely against my will, me in the dream world started fucking eating them, and that was not fun. And it was gross, and I didn't like it.
Damn, you's a hungry boy.
Do you remember like a taste?
No.
Tastes like dream.
Damn.
Tastes like worm.
I don't think I have any other memorable dreams per se.
I have do you guys have a reoccurring dream?
Yes.
Yeah, and the thing is, I can't think of them right now, but I know, like, if you gave me, like, 5 minutes after this podcast, I can name every single one of them off the top of my head. But now that I'm trying to think about it...
Well, think about it while I say this.
No, you can think about it while I...
So, I have a reoccurring dream that I talked about to someone once, and then they, like, looked it up, and it's, like, apparently, like, a common thing. And he was like, damn, you okay, dude? And it was apparently, like, I have this dream where it happens... It feels like I'm on the same street doing the same thing every single time I have this dream. And it's me riding a bike. And then it's during the day. Me riding a bike, and then I just fall for some reason. I lose my sense of control, and then I just fall. And I wake up every single time. I wake up, and I just go, ah! And I like move in my bed, and then I go back to sleep.
I know I trip in dreams, which is an unpleasant feeling. Do you trip in dreams?
I don't trip in dreams. No.
Do you? Really?
Not that I can think about. I mean, probably at one point.
When I'm dreaming sometimes, I will quote-unquote trip, and then in real life, my leg will kick outwards, and then I'll wake up. And
I
it's
got that
unpleasant.
shit happens to me, like, hasn't happened in a long time, but, like, when I'm trying to fall asleep, and, like, I'm right almost there, and all of a sudden, I just have, like, a fucking body spasm. And I'm like, damn, now I'm wide awake again.
Yeah.
But that's a pretty common thing. Oh.
I don't have there's like quote unquote typical dreams, and I've had 0 ever.
Yeah.
Like hair falling out or spiders and
Or falling
that kind
in
of
general,
shit.
just falling.
Yeah, I've never had any of those dreams.
Yeah, I haven't had those either. The only one I've had was the bicycle I was just talking about. And that one's reoccurring. It's every single time I have it, it's the same street, the same bike, doing the same thing, and it always starts and ends the same. It's weird. It's literally like just a reoccurring memory that happens. But that's never happened to me before in life. It's just a dream.
I've had story-based dreams, which are very fun.
Very cool, yeah. I like story-based dreams.
I have dreams where like some shit happens and I go to sleep and wake up, and then later I go to sleep and that dream continues and the story moves on and shit. And I was like, damn, that's fun.
Bro, I'll never forget that dream I had. I was in Terraria. But
Bing,
it was like
bing, bong,
real
bing,
life
bing,
at the
bing,
same
bing.
time. Dude, it's always so funny like how dreams don't make sense. Well, some dreams they do make sense, but then other ones are like completely bullshit. But when you're in the dream, you're like, yeah, everything makes sense. But then like the second you wake up and you reflect on it, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then trying to explain like your dream to someone, you sound like an absolute goddamn lunatic.
Oh, I have a weird... Sometimes my dreams have like a really long lasting impression on me. That like, I'll wake up and I'll start thinking like I'm fucking Socrates. I'm like, what the fuck? What happened? Why is this happening? You know? I'll just start questioning many things.
You guys want to hear the dream I had last night?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's so random. I was driving around my house, but like the downtown area too, in this truck with my grandpa, and like for some reason it had like the steering wheel on the right hand side, and like it was winter, and I remember I was driving. I was talking about my grandpa about something, I don't remember, and then like we went over the railroad tracks. And then I remember I got out. I don't remember why. Then Annabelle and Jacob were there. And Annabelle, like, gave me my car keys. And, like, the dream, like, literally fast-forwarded in time to, like, 10 months later. And she's like, here, I know you needed these, like, 10 months ago, but here. And, like, all of a sudden it was, like, summer around me. And I'm like, oh, thanks. And then there was, like, another part that I don't remember. But then I remember there was this kid who had the fucking, like, sword thing that Magatsu Izanagi holds.
Uh-huh.
And I remember, like, I had one too, and I had to fucking fight this kid. And, like, at first I thought like, it was just play fighting. He was actually trying to kill me. So I fucking hit him with it, like, in his side. And then I remember I'm like, what the fuck? And then I woke up. But yeah, that was quite an odd dream. Go ahead, any people who like to... You know, any therapists listening to this right now, go ahead and decode that one for me.
You're a child murderer.
I played too much Persona? Yo, Five Nights at Freddy's Persona crossover, I predicted it.
Ew. Anyways.
I think, you know what you did predict, though? The Five Nights at Freddy's and the Bible crossing over? It's going to happen.
My balls itch.
Scratch him.
I can't.
I could see him right
Yeah,
now.
I know you can. It's sad. These are my favorite
Yeah,
pants.
open wide.
Jesus Christ.
Where your pants have so many holes in them.
How are you
And why
comfortable wearing that in public?
How are they so...
Because I look cool in them. As long as I don't sit like this, like, as long as I'm just walking normally, you don't see my cock and balls.
How is like... Hey, since the hole on the right side is so much more larger, is that the nut that hangs lower?
You know it.
Anyways.
But yeah, these are literally my favorite pair of pants, and I just can't, like... I look good in them, I can't fucking throw them out. If that makes sense.
I know what you mean.
That's why you shoes raggedy.
I'm so insecure. Dude, I do need new shoes,
Oh,
actually. I was
hey,
at the
speaking-
coast, and I was walking. Dude, these bitches... There's still probably sand in here if I fucking search hard enough. But I need to get new shoes. I think I'm gonna get Converse.
Speaking of shoes, the Joe Mama shoes shipped. kind of excited about that. They're coming in next week. Yeah, I got the best shoes ever. Might make a video out of them.
Dude, are you gonna wear them for my birthday?
Whoa, a new Ayo Brando video?
Are you gonna wear them to my birthday party?
I will.
I do, and I don't want to hit your parents with Malone Brown, just because I don't
Only
want
my dad
to.
will be there.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think his mom will probably be working, right?
Yeah.
But like, I do want to hit him with it, just because I want to see like what would happen, what his reaction would be. But I don't, because I want to be seen as that well-respected kid.
Dude,
Like, because
You
I
won't be.
have that impression. I know, but I have that
Your
impression
mom
on
called-
so many people's parents, though.
Didn't Trevor's mom call you fat princess or something?
No.
Yeah, but that was
She asked
deserving.
who was playing the fat princess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but her broken English. It's like, you the fat princess? I'm like, yeah, I'm the fucking fat princess.
Maybe you know it.
But yeah, it's so weird. I have like an effect on so many people's parents, especially moms. Like, I know a few friends of mine whose like moms are like a little too obsessed with me. But like a lot of people, I don't know. Let's ignore I
The
said that.
MILF Hunter.
No,
Goddamn.
I'm actually kind of uncomfortable by it, despite my joke. I'm ironically a juggalo, just like I'm ironically a MILF hunter.
Yeah.
I guess we. Oh.
But
Goes
it's
the
so
fake
weird.
up.
Like literally, so many people's parents usually like their moms always say like, "Oh yeah, he's such a good kid." I can only think of like 3 friends who I've met like their parents who their mom either doesn't like, they don't like I'm a person, or they just flat out don't like me.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's true though. You're pretty trustable. You don't give off like a
I broke your mom's lunch.
bad vibes. Yeah, I know, but she didn't care that much. I was like, Cameron.
No, she shot me.
She was like, "Oh, that's fine. Yeah, it's a cheap chair."
And then
You
she
just-
has like a little shrine with my picture in it in her closet with like an X over it. We got like a loaded shotgun, just like waiting. She's got like a calendar marking down days. Anyway, I'm your nuts. Bro.
Where most of my childhood trauma related to horror came from
Oh,
was the
no.
fucking internet.
League of. I'm sorry, I'll try and stop.
Yeah.
The amount of spooky videos on YouTube that I watched as a kid have scarred me forever. You know that fucking car ad?
Yeah.
You all know the one.
Bro, my
Yeah,
fucking
we all
mom
know the
showed me
one.
that.
I saw that when I was like 6.
You know what?
That was illegal.
You know what? Fucking, you just brought back a memory that I had sealed and locked away. In
Man,
a
we're about to go
goddamn
play the
ocean.
maze game.
That's
I
what
remember
I was
that.
gonna say. The maze game fucking terrified me. I still think about that dumbass, stupid bitch's face that showed up. Do you know who I'm talking about? The
Yes.
green. Yeah.
Remember
Hate
last
that
time we
face.
played zombies and we tried to do that jump scare Easter egg?
And
Yeah.
it worked.
Dude, personal defense weapon. More
More
like,
like
personal
personal
defense
defense
wiener. You didn't say it, Trevor. You didn't say it. What the fuck? You're
I'm not affiliated with these people,
the
and these
bum
people
leg
aren't
of
my
this
friends.
podcast, you sick fuck.
Dude.
See, last time Trevor guilt tripped me. Now this time I'm gonna guilt trip Trevor.
Yeah,
Except it's
guilt-trip
gonna
is
be
nuts.
unsuccessful.
Oh,
It's gonna be unsuccessful because I'm a little bitch and
He got
Trevor's
you.
a guy who plays League. He's
Yeah.
used to abuse.
Maybe you know it. Yeah, fucking that maze game spooked me. There's this video of the rocking chair, and then suddenly Yo Mama
Seen it.
appears on screen.
Yeah,
yeah,
seen it.
terrifying.
I remember the
know.
rocking
Yo
chair
Mama
one.
scared
It's funny
the fuck
if you
out of
think.
me.
I bet you all those videos that you're gonna talk about were all jump scares.
Yeah, keep.
That's the only reason they're
Yes.
scary. It's so funny.
There's the little baby that turns into a fucking alien. That one stuck with me for some reason.
What?
Yeah, that one stuck with
I
me.
don't think I've seen that one.
You wanna know what freaked me out as a kid? There was this dude, I don't remember his YouTube channel, but he like read Pokemon creepypastas, and like I fucking was terrified of those because I'm like, bro, what if this shit is
I
real?
might have seen that channel. I remember seeing a creepypasta about Mewtwo and how he'd like fucking turn his back on humanity and just kill everyone.
Yeah, but it's and like looking back, those are all like the the fucking fake creepypasta that Oni Plays made. You know what
No.
I'm talking about? You don't? That's crazy. I don't care. So, but they're all basically like that. Like, just a fucking full of the cliches. Like, the Eevee had red eyes and he was bleeding and he was dead. And I'm like, bro, this shit terrifying, bro. I don't want to go to sleep no
The
more.
only-
Sonic EXE?
Shut up!
The only I remember that as a kid. Spooked me.
Spooked me too.
Sonic these nuts.
Lavender Town spooked me, but that one's a classic.
Dude, the music made people kill themselves.
Yeah, no.
Funny, that's actually the first tune I learned on guitar. was a Lavender Town theme. Fuck off, stupid ass fucking key. Fuck you, Brandon.
No.
The ghost of sushi.
There's a specific video on the internet. It was first appeared on E-Bombs World.
eBay?
Do either of you
No,
know
I
what
have no
E-Bombs
clue what
World
the
is?
fuck that is.
Nerds.
Man, fuck you.
Yeah. But I saw it on YouTube first because I wasn't old enough for E-Bombs World, let's be honest. It was just basically like 4chan.
Ah, fucking nasty,
but
bro.
like weird.
Man, I'm about to go on
So, like,
4chan.
It was Reddit before Reddit.
No! I'm a Redditor, guys, I'll be honest.
And it was this video. I might be able to look it up. It was of this like fucking huge craniumed baby. And it was just very creepy and it looked like it was struggling to live. It's part of a music video, but they didn't have the music part. So it was just this massive, deformed, like, baby creature.
Like a robot from Invincible?
Yeah, but more terrifying in every single possible way.
Damn.
Yeah, I know what. I think I've seen that video you're talking about. I'm
And
totally not on Instagram right now.
it spooked me for the rest of my life.
My grandma fell down the stairs.
Now, how are you feeling?
I found it. But yeah. Now that I know what it is, it's not as, spooky. Not as terrifying.
Man, I'm about to make you play the Benvenuto house in Resident Evil 8
Yeah, no.
at 3 a.m. Dude, what if we shot a joke video like that? Playing the fucking scariest part of Resident Evil 8 at 3 a.m. And then, like, in fucking parentheses, I shit myself.
I
We all, like, over freak out about it.
that Japanese horror video. I'm not sure if any of you have seen it, but it was a spooky video of these like people hanging out at like a Japanese diner, and they saw
when Jake Paul walked into the suicide
Yeah.
forest. Yeah, I've seen that.
No,
okay.
there was like a spooky woman on like a separate table, and they kind of made fun of her a little bit.
As
she
the
looked-
Japanese tend to do.
Yeah, honestly. But then, like, they left from the shop, and she was like in the back of the recording. They didn't notice her, and then they went to like a Subway. And she was just standing in a shot, and they noticed her again. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck is she doing here? Wasn't
What's
she
the
at
dog doing?
Wasn't
Sorry.
she at the like fucking restaurant they were at? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what's going on here? And then she like basically walks off the little safety area into like the subway tracks and gets hit by a fucking subway.
Holy shit.
But since she was like a ghost, there's no gore or anything. It just disappears, mostly looking like she got hit. But then they like run over to like see, oh, what happened? And there's like a few frames where she's like reaching upwards, like they don't notice her, but like it's her face like beneath the railing, and she has like a hand grabbing on. And that was the whole video. And I remember that spooking me. You know what else spooked me? Now that I'm remembering it. Bong Xian Dong Ghost. Do you remember that shit?
God damn it!
What?
Why did you laugh?
You don't remember that?
Monkey Chong Chong Ghost.
Bong shong ding dong.
That's literally, I think is what it's called.
Man, anything with that name shouldn't be scary.
Bong
But actually, that reminds me.
Chong. Yeah, Bong Chong Dong Ghost. I'm not kidding.
A quick cut back to the reoccurring, like, nightmares thing,
What the fuck?
and like what we were scared of as a kid. Huh. So my mom works at my grandpa's asphalt cutting company, and like there's this place, we call it the shop because it's like where all the trucks and stuff are stored. So it's got like this office place in the front. I think you've seen it before because you've been around that area. And then like behind that, they got like where the bathrooms are and like where the employees fill out their paperwork. It's just like, and there's like a vending machine, kind of like a little break room kind of thing. And on one side they have like one like garage area, and then on the other there's like the bigger garage. I remember like when at night I'd be like scared as fuck to go like in the back because it'd always be dark and just like dark, you know, like the kind of like unnerving feeling of like factory kind of places.
Yeah.
Or like industrial places. It was kind of like that fucking feeling, because like, and like it was all dark and like, yeah, I just keep saying like a lot. Sorry, I have brain worms. But, and then I've had like a few dreams about like scary shit happening, like when I do go in the dark there. But yeah, that's just me being a dumb kid.
I feel like the reason places like that are eerie at night is because usually when you do see them, it's filled with like life and noise. And then having it just be completely absent of both, it's just like it feels unnatural.
Yeah.
That is a good
Like
way
you
of
feel like
putting it.
something's wrong.
Yeah. Like school, when you go to a school at night.
Oh yeah, terrifying.
Yeah, like I had to spend the night at a school one time.
Okay, and
Kind of scary.
Okay, I'll tell you about Bong Xiang Dong Ghost.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, tell us about the fucking Bing Long Ching.
It's a Korean webtoon. It's super old, dude. It was like 2007. And it was basically this
I was
fucking...
born in 2007.
No, he wasn't.
Shut up, they didn't know that, bro.
It's basically this girl walking down the street after school. And she sees this disfigured fucking woman in front of her. And she's like, what the fuck going on with her? And then the woman's like, where's my baby? And yada, yada, yada. Why do you bully me like this?
Bro. I'm not bullying you, I'm bullying the Bing Chong Hing Ghost.
And what's scary is like the woman or the girl is like spooked by it and shit, and the disfigured woman's all like fucking spooky. But then you continually scroll down to read more, and then the fucking webcomic takes control of the scrolling, makes this loud ass noise as it just basically pans down to the woman zooming towards you and just fucking jump scaring you basically. And then the rest of the story happens.
That's funny. But wow.
And there's another one.
I think I know about that, but I haven't seen it.
There's another one, maybe by the same artist, and there's another Korean webtoon where
Junji Ito.
it was some bullshit. I don't remember this one at all, except for like the scary part. It was some bullshit about some subway and yada yada, about some ghost hands and blah 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 blah. Someone comes too close to like the safety part of the subway, and the ghost hand, does the scroll thing. So it basically animates a hand grabbing. Not fun as a small
you mean
child.
like how when I edited the.
Shut up.
Hey, yo, Brandon, put a card here for the fucking for the shadow video.
Awesome.
I love that video.
Edited by yours.
Yeah, I remember
truly.
those two spooking the hell out of me. The internet is mostly where all my childhood horror trauma comes from.
Damn, that's crazy.
Because the internet crazy, bro.
No! Damn, it's gonna be a nice little clip. Hope you guys enjoyed that.
Yeah,
That's gonna be it for this podcast.
You literally sniffed the audience to death.
All right, fellas, should we cut it here?
We should.
Kill ourselves.
Should that
We
be the
should-
last?
We should all
Just
take
cuts from
cyanide
the
pills.
Yeah, we got murdered by the Bong Xiang Dong Ghost.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into this episode of the podcast.
We should
If
say
you like it, you should hit
The E-bomb
like
thing
and
that spooked
subscribe.
the hell out of me is called the Rubber Johnny. And then that's the end of the podcast. Smiley face.